The toast, really, of
Hey, way to go, Henry.
gold medalist. And what a great effort by our boxing team.
Henry had a few horseshoes with him.
There's another gold medalist.
But he went after him, didn't he?
Taylor. So we'll be seeing all of those and more at halftime. We want to remind you, though, the PGA is here. ABC's coverage of the PGA Championship starts tomorrow night at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Pacific, 10:30 Central. And this weekend we'll begin our live third and fourth round coverage, beginning Saturday at 4:30 Eastern and Sunday at 3:30. Of course, they're all there. CV Ballesteros, U.S. Open champion. Raymond Floyd has the lead. He's a former PGA champion. But we understand play was suspended, but Ballesteros is still out on the course, and he could make a run at it. He's 4 under, but he's still on the course. We'll try and update that a little later on. But our coverage begins tomorrow night, 11:30 Eastern of the PGA, and that's Mark.
Fit as well as Lee jeans fit on you.
Texas Stadium has come alive. Medalists from the recently concluded Olympics coming out onto the field. I said it earlier, they have turned this country upside down over the past few weeks. And there's Bobby Weaver. You saw him in wrestling carrying his young son around the ring. His wife worried that afraid he was going to spike his young son. Great young character. He says he's going to stick around for 88. There's so many here. Tiffany Cohen, Steve Lundquist, Bart Connor, gymnastics. I mentioned they have traveled the country. They had a breakfast meeting with President Reagan at the Century Plaza Hotel last Monday. And then they took off in 3 different planes. They went to Washington, a motorcade down Pennsylvania Avenue to the White House and Congress, greeted by a congressional delegation there. Then they went on to New York City, where they were yesterday. Ticker tape parade down Wall Street. And what a great moment, not only for them, but also for us. There's Greg Gibson. Familiar names that you'd perhaps not heard of before the Olympic Games, but they riveted the entire country. And flags all over Texas Stadium, a near capacity crowd, close to 65,000. And you hear the chant that we heard so often, and they are chanting back. And as you look down, you realize what a flexible nation that we live in. There's Bart Connors. There he was, the youngest gymnast in 1976 in Montreal, who became the oldest gymnast on our team this year. 2 gold medals, one, of course, with the team. But you wonder about a country. It is a great country. Yesterday, the 15th anniversary of Woodstock. And here we are, celebrating America's athletes, flags waving, and feeling a great deal of pride, most of it generated by these young people here in the stadium tonight. They're all here. Pamela McGee from the basketball team. Mary T. Mayar. We'll be back with them. The score here at halftime, Cowboys 3, the Steelers. Oh, and if there was a darling in these Olympics, it had to be this 16-year-old. Stole all of our hearts. What a great performer she was, and what a charming young woman. And how about Steve Lundquist? And our entire swimming team. Rick Carey's out there somewhere. Well, we're watching these Olympians, but we do have a football season coming up with a great opening schedule. We feel the first part of September. ABC's NFL Monday Night Football and special edition schedule is set for a super September. 3 dynamite games in 8 days. The season premiere is set for Labor Day, September the 3rd at 9 o'clock Eastern, with the Dallas Cowboys against the Los Angeles Rams. Dallas, of course, led by the most exciting and prolific runner in their history, number 33, Tony Dorsett. In 7 years, TD has galloped for over 8,000 yards with runs like this. The Los Angeles Rams will counter with their own running sensation, Eric Dickerson, out of SMU. Dickerson, who led the NFL in rushing as a rookie last year with over 1,800 yards. The best production ever by a rookie running back in the NFL. And our September schedule continues. Thursday, September the 6th at 9 o'clock Eastern Time with an ABC special Thursday night edition. The Pittsburgh Steelers go against the New York Jets at the Jets' new home in the Meadowlands. Frank Pollard, the 5-year pro out of Baylor, continues to give the Steelers added depth in their backfield. The Jet sack exchange artist Mark Gastineau's assault on NFL quarterbacks will continue, but the victory dance we've come to know so well has been outlawed by the NFL Rules Committee. This is a no-no now, Mark. We move on to Monday, September the 10th at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. It'll be the Washington Redskins against the San Francisco 49ers at Candlestick Park. And Big John Reagans, at the age of 34, will be back once again, this time trying to break his own record of 24 touchdowns set last season. The 49ers will answer with Joe Montana. What a combination. This one to Dwight Clark. We welcome you to our 15th anniversary season. And what a warm welcome the Olympians are receiving. There's Tracy Calkins. Again, part of that tremendous effort that the U.S. swim team put out. And that's Peter Vidmar. Great personality. And the flags are continuing to fly here as the parade of athletes continues. They indeed have captured a... Continues. Dallas at halftime leads Pittsburgh 3-0. Tonight's halftime is also being brought to you tonight by Computerland. How about our women's basketball team? Cheryl Miller. Was she outstanding?
Amazing.
What a gracious lady, Don.
She is some kind of athlete. Pretty lady, too.
Mary Lou Retton, our little darling, touched us all. I told her I didn't know whether to congratulate you or burp you.
That Tex will fix it for him.
That's Tex Schramm there on the left, welcoming the Olympians, and down to her 4'11" height. What is it, 4'9", I believe. Well, the home of the
That's good thinking.
electronic world.
I like
they can't
that.
get that one to work, however. That's not our mic, by the way. Our technicians wouldn't allow that. Let's take a look at Mary Lou on the famous vault. Remember the double tens?
This one.
This was the first one right here. Wow, look at that.
Wow, is that right?
She could give Dwight Stones a race for it. There she is. Huge ovation, flags flying, and there's a bunch of them gathered together. It really is something. And of course, there's Mary Lou. Now she can get it together. What presence, 16 years old.
Speaking for the medal winners on this wonderful national tribute, let me say how much each of us appreciate the support and love of Americans all across the country. We won our medals not only for ourselves, but also for each and every one of you. Thank you.
Mary Lou Retton. They're here tonight at the game. City Hall luncheon and reception tomorrow. Free time in the afternoon. Osmond's concert at the Cotton Bowl. Saturday morning out to the Boxes Ranch. Cloyce Box, the old Detroit Lion wide receiver, for a big barbecue. And now we're going to hear from Steve Lundquist. Gold in the 100-meter breaststroke.
I don't think anyone
Gold in the medley relay.
can actually comprehend the amount of work that these kids have done in their relatively short lives, the amount of effort. That's terrific right there.
I found a microphone that works. The first night after winning my gold medal, kissing it, wearing it around the house, and finally sleeping with it, I thought that nothing would ever match that feeling. Boy, was I ever wrong. Every day while I've been on this tour, I keep asking myself, how can today be as good as yesterday? Once again, I was wrong. Every day has gotten better while looking at the wonderful smiles on faces along the tour. While coming over here, we got a rare chance to fly over Cape Kennedy. What a resurgence of patriotism I got when looking at the space shuttle and realizing that only in America could you see such a marvel of human achievement. Without the support of the Dallas-based Southland Corporation and the great American people, this tour would not have been possible. Thank you, Southland. It's great to be here, and since we are in Dallas, home of America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, it only seems fitting that I say to you, thanks for a dream come true. God bless you, America.
All right.
There it is, Jeff Blatnick, wrestling gold medal.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
and I believe now everyone will be asked to rise. Most of them are standing already anyway, and join with the Olympians in singing God Bless America. What an impressive night, and what a memorable 2 weeks for myself, all of our broadcast unit, some 3,500, proud to be a part of it. We are exchanging medals. The Olympian medalists have their own pins that they are exchanging. Cowboys and the Steelers are greeting the champions down at the far corner of the end zone. Bart Connor once again waving his flag. And a marvelous reception. More football still to come. We're at halftime. The score, Dallas 3, the Steelers nothing. And this ABC Sports exclusive is being brought to you by Midas with over 1,300 Midas.
Supported then, we're here for you, providing the freedom that comes from shopping convenience. Because when you start earlier...
And we're going to be trying to talk to her a little later on up in the booth. Charming, charming young lady. Yeah, there's Tony Dorsett. I'll give you an idea how short she really is. But what a great little athlete.
What a great thrill it has to be for these football players to meet these great athletes, too, because we've all been watching them on
admiring them.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a thrill for me to see Jeff Blatnick again, because I think that was probably the most emotional night in my house. Everybody was in tears after he won his wrestling goal.
Right, the
Greco-Roman.
Greco-Roman,
First time we've ever done anything. All right, we're about ready to get the game underway. Let's take a look at the first quarter stats. And